Hi everyone. I know I look like rubbish. I'm going to film for 3 or 4 minutes maximum because I'm massively behind. I have been for the last 2 days. I'm trying to do a vlog and I was meant to start this vlog yesterday. Everything's just not going right. I'm behind, I'm constantly stressed out, and I feel this way because of constant harassment, targeting, antisocial behaviour, like the most horrific antisocial behaviour, most horrific harassment. Oh God, my head's hurting. And all sorts of other things is massively affecting me. And I'm mentally like at my absolute lowest. That side of my head, iron head, is just like, it's not even bright or anything, but like sitting here, it's just like really affecting that side of my face. Oh, that hurts more. I had painkillers, I don't know how long ago. I'm actually at the shop. I'm going to get some here and take some. But it's not even bright here, but it feels like, do you know, like when you've got the sun on you, but I haven't. I'm extremely tired. I couldn't wake up this morning when my alarm went off. If you can see 2 ears, there is something with ears in the back of the car. I mean, most things have ears though, so it's the Husky, obviously. But I wanted to vlog this week, and it won't be going up this week. A, because I probably won't have the mental energy to edit it, and B, because my dad has had to go away because the stress that the neighbours are putting on him became too much, that he's had to take time out. He doesn't like coming home. He won't move, he won't let them push him out the house, but they've basically drained him to the point he's had to go away for a few days, which has put me under absolute massive pressure, not only due to what the neighbours have caused me over the weekend, has affected my mental and physical health so much. I'm struggling massively. It's impacted my health, and they've been impacting my health for the 2 weeks that I've been home. And like, now my dad's gone, I've got to double work. Someone just parked next to me, that's why I stopped talking. And she won't be left with the window that wide open, but it will be a considerable amount open. But yeah, it's basically caused my dad to have to go away, which obviously costs money, but he's just like, I can't deal with it. And he's not there for a lot of it. He witnesses a lot of it, because if they trigger the ring camera, he'll watch it, or if I tell him, he will watch what's going on. Then he can obviously then report it, which he is doing. And obviously, like, if it's antisocial behaviour, it's affecting a lot of people on the street. The mindset of a lot of people are, I don't want to report it because look what's happening to Melanie, look what they're doing to her when she reports it, as in the neighbours. But also the police are letting 3 households basically rule the roost. 2 in particular, but there is a third causing an obscene amount of antisocial behaviour. And even though the entire street's apparently under investigation, well, those causing it by the police, because they put letters out and stuff, it's actually got more out of hand, because the neighbours are like, well, the police aren't going to do anything, they've let us do this for over 3 years. So I've been targeted massively. It's making me ill. Like, I should be in hospital, and I can't go in hospital because I can't, like, I've got nowhere for the dog to go, because the person who always has the dog, if my dad hasn't got her, is with my dad, because obviously he's gone away with his friend. He's not gone by himself, because some people actually have friends and they don't have to make up lies to get people to talk to them. So that's why this video, even if I could edit it, which I don't have the mental energy to, it won't go up this week. He is going to be back, I think tomorrow. I don't even know what day it is. I think tomorrow evening. Like I don't know if I can stay here. They're making me want to end my life. One family in particular. I don't know if I can stay here. I don't know if I can do it. And I've been left with no choice, but I'm absolutely exhausted. I've been exhausted like for the last 2 weeks because it's been non-stop and it's affecting my mental health and physical health. It's affecting my life. I can't come and go as I please. Like, I really need to be leaving here in 15 minutes and I've not been in the shop. And I've been behind for days. Yesterday I was behind. I'll talk about that in another clip if I get a chance to film again. But today, like, I should have been here 35 minutes ago. I should have left home 45 minutes ago. She's going to reverse up to my car. And I've not had a proper drink today because I went down, had my smoothie, had my Actimel, took the dog out. Couldn't wake up this morning with my alarms. Was there for like 40 minutes, struggling to get out of bed. Then I had to get ready. Then I had to like sort the dog out, have my smoothie. Then I had to finish getting ready. I had to get out. She kept me out longer than planned. Then it took me longer to get my stuff ready to leave because I'm not going to be going home from here. I'm going to literally be going on another dog walk, and I'm restricted when I can go home. If I wasn't being harassed and intimidated and threatened and all the other stuff, I would come and go as I want. If you've watched me for years or you know me, you'll know that I was in and out whenever I wanted. If I wanted to pop to the shop at 7 o'clock at night, I'd go. If I wanted to go at 10 o'clock, I'd go. Now I just feel unsafe. I feel scared, like I can't physically do it. She's just drove off. So I'm got to be home no later than 10 to 3 in 2 hours and 5 minutes. The dog's only going to get about an hour, although an hour walk at the moment is taking me an hour and 15. So I need to factor that in and get home. I feel like I've not stopped today. Like, eventually got out of bed, then I'm like having a wash, doing my makeup, like I've not got much on, skincare, makeup, went down, sorted the dog out, went back upstairs, brushed my hair, put something on, forgot that I'd already brushed my teeth and brushed them again, and then like halfway through and I'm like, I brushed them earlier. Because I remembered, you know when you remember it, like you remember like, I moved the toothpaste and I'm like, do you know when you like, you're reliving it? And I'm like, I definitely did clean my teeth this morning. But anyway, they've been brushed twice now. And then got out on the walk. Didn't take a hat because it wasn't meant to be sunny, and it was sunny a big chunk of it, so I'm potentially going to get unwell. Who knows? Hope not. I literally feel like I could go to bed for about 3 weeks. That is how tired I feel. And now I've got to like go in the shop. Don't even know what I've come for. I need something to eat because I'm like, and I need a drink because I've not had a natural drink. Like I've had a little bit of this, but I'm scared I'm going to drink and then I'm going to need a wee and I'm going to be walking from somewhere where there's no toilets. What am I meant to do? I need to save the rest of that. I like to drink of water before I go on a walk. Not water. Lucozade. Oh, where's my card holder? Do I have a mint in my pocket? I hope I do. Probably don't, because I empty the pockets when I take it off in case I put it in the washer. I need to try and find a mint. I need to get in the shop. I literally found a mint. Want anything from the shop? Speak now, and you might get something. So I'm here to basically give you some context of why the police were at my house. So if you watched where I was sat talking in my car, as you'll see, I'm not myself. I haven't been myself for a long time due to the non-stop harassment and the impact it's having on me. Now, obviously my dad had gone away and it put me under more pressure because I had to double walk the dog when I'm struggling to do one of the walks that I do. And I'm not walking as far or for as long. Although she's getting a good walk, I'm just struggling with my physical health as well as how I'm made to feel mentally. So it's impacting how far I can actually walk the dog. So obviously I was trying to document the days that my dad was away, like film the double walks, and I had planned to do more talking to camera, but due to the impact that other people are having on me with the targeted behaviour, the last thing on my mind was sitting in front of a camera filming. And I feel like the only reason I was able to do the Tesco one is because I was so physically and mentally drained. I basically just wanted an excuse not to get out of the car for several minutes, and it was only meant to be up to 5 minutes because I remember thinking it to myself as well, like, you really need to get out of the car, you need to quickly go in the shop and drive to where you're going to walk the dog from. Then obviously I have become alerted to the fact that my neighbour took the car off the drive and partially blocked where I park. Now, based on events that have been ongoing regarding parking, obviously we know it's deliberately, especially when they proceeded to put the bin out where the middle of my car would typically be. And that's all I'm going to comment about that. And it caused me a lot of distress. This wasn't whilst I was at Tesco. I found out later, well in advance of me returning home. Now, they know that I won't come home if I can't park on camera because I basically feel unsafe. I feel in fear of my life, and there's no protection surrounding me, basically, regarding the police. They just let people do whatever they want, and we're of the belief it's due to what jobs these people do on the street who are doing this behaviour, not just towards me, but other people who are affected. And also the police clearly see me as an easy target, and some of the things the police have done, it is actually, horrific. But I returned home reluctantly. Now, as my dad was away, they knew he was away. That's why this was done, because obviously I wouldn't generally come home, and when this has been done prior to this, I've not come home for multiple hours, and it's massively affected me. Now, I've reported this to the police on several occasions, and the police keep saying to me, even though it's harassment, they can't deal with parking. So I basically came home and parked where I felt safer, which meant parking behind them across partially across their drive, which they still could access. So I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I felt very unsafe getting out my car, and I got in my house as quickly as I could. Lo and behold, within half an hour, the police are outside my house, causing me further distress because the police are aware that they can't attend my house due to the severe anxieties that I have surrounding the police and the way they make me feel due to how they've acted towards a victim. And I've put complaints in about the police, and they've been told not to attend unless obviously it's a life or death situation, which this wasn't. So this caused me severe distress, and this police officer basically belittled me on the phone. Obviously you don't see the phone call, but I did record the phone conversation. If you're wondering why I keep moving, it's because it's 1:20 in the morning and I'm very uncomfortable, but I can't sleep, so that's why I'm still up. So I recorded the conversations anyway, and I basically said, A, you're not meant to attend, which she basically played down. Again, I see that as belittling and bullying. And I said I've repeatedly reported things, and not just only me, about parking and parking issues being caused by other people, and how I feel targeted and unsafe, and how I feel that if I drive off the street, then there's a massive chance I won't be able to park due to other people's actions, where things are continuously ongoing. And this policewoman was basically, you know, not listening, not paying attention. I told her the law regarding parking and how on numerous occasions, which I have proof of, they basically refused to do anything about the fact that I'm being harassed regarding parking and made to feel, well, numerous ways, super down, super low, contemplating not being anymore due to parking issues along and everything else that's being created by other people. So she went and spoke to who's caused this and rang me back, and basically, even though I kept explaining to this woman, due to the behaviour from my neighbours, I don't leave the house after 3 o'clock due to what they've done to me, what they continue to do to me, and the effect it's had on me. And she was basically trying to force me out of the house to move my car, not putting in consideration the effect it would have on me leaving the house, the effect of being outside and the police would have on me, etc., etc. So I did agree to move because obviously, as everyone's aware, I'm not a horrible, vindictive person. Regardless of what I've been subjected to, you know, at the end of the day, I'm still me. I'm not a nasty person and I'll never become nasty just because other people are. So I said I'd move my car, and she said that she would go and get the other person to move their car, and then I could park outside my house.
Right, I'll get to move a car now, and then we'll go in the house and you just move your car. We'll park where you normally park.
When they went back to this person, they basically refused to park. They basically refused to move their car, and basically I was heavily targeted. The police left. There was other incidences that made me feel threatened, which did get reported to the police, and I was up the majority of the night. I couldn't sleep. I didn't feel well. I had been massively affected, which is always the end goal regarding any kind of thing that they do to me. It's always to cause me severe distress. And we can prove and have proved that this is continuously happening and it's deliberate. So obviously I was up the majority of the night and I did doze off. I can't even remember what time it is, but obviously I wear a watch all the time that tracks movement and tracks my sleep, so I can obviously refer back to it. And I did keep waking up. Do you know when you wake up and you're so exhausted you can't physically move but you're awake? And that happened several times, and then I heard banging outside, and then I just led there and I'm like, oh God, I've got to get up, I've got to face the day, I've got to double walk the dog, I don't feel great. Like, do you know when you feel absolutely horrific and you wish you could just fall asleep and even never wake up again, or sleep for days, which is not likely to happen on this street due to the amount of noise that is heavily encouraged by adults, and also adults do take part. That's why this street is under investigation currently, not including me because I don't do anything. I then press to go on the camera, but I don't even look at it because I'm just so tired. And I'm led there and I'm like, oh God, I'm just so tired. Like, do you know when you think, how are you going to get through, how am I going to get through this day, because I'm just so physically and mentally drained. I'm feeling through my life. I feel all panicked, anxiety, everything. And I'm just like, I just don't know. And then I heard banging on my door. And I'm like, are they effing joking? The police are back. Do you know when it's the first thought because they turned up to deliberately, because I've rung and I basically said, you're out of order. I've put a complaint in about this and I will take it as far as possible, because they've refused to attend even though they've left me highly distraught and in fear. And actually there was occasions where I've literally not come home and been absolutely terrified to return to my own house because of other people's actions. So I thought it was the police, picked up my phone, and it was a paramedic, as you saw. But do you know when you're half asleep and you're just you're struggling? I thought it was a policewoman. So I answered it and I went, you're not meant to be here. Literally, that's what I said to her. Then, as soon as I said it, I saw the ambulance in the background, and I'm thinking, why has the police come with an ambulance? And about a second later, it clicked, it was a paramedic. But I was just so confused. And then I got accused of ringing this ambulance. I hadn't rung the ambulance unless, I've managed to do that in the state I was in. The police had sent an ambulance due to the fact that the police had multiple hours earlier. This was 9 in the morning or something. I think it was 9:05 or something like that. The police had targeted me at 4 something the previous day. So, to suddenly go, oh, she might kill herself, because that's how the police and my neighbours are making me feel. They left it all that time. And I explained to the paramedic the situation, what had happened, what had caused me to feel so low that I don't think I'm going to carry on living because it's just ongoing and it won't stop and the police are allowing it. And, you know, that the police had rung them and she said, do you need any help? And I'm like, no. And she was super nice to me. I can't fault her. And I basically said to her, the police have wasted your time when, you know, they probably had better things to do. It's like the police attending, they've probably got better things to do, but I think they attended just to target me, which further led for me to be further targeted that evening, which caused me to live in, like, be in fear because I'm here alone. So that's what that clip was. And, you know, I did double walk the dog that day, but I basically struggled to leave the house. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't feel comfortable. I was stressed out. And, you know, who caused it actually came home before I'd gone out, which made it harder for me to go out. And it's just never ending. So that basically explains everything. And it also, even prior to that, I was meant to film loads before the Tesco clip, but due to the impact of other people on me in the weekend leading up to it, which also massively impacted my dad and he reported to the police, I just felt so unwell even before he'd even gone away. And I was impacted, and all week I was behind. I didn't get everything done that I needed to do because the effect it was having on me. And it's even now, like, affecting me, and other things that have happened since are massively affecting me. And I struggle to get things done. I struggle to leave the house. I struggle to do everything. I struggle to live. So that has still had an effect on me. It affected my dad, which obviously he became aware of it. He watched it all unfold. He watched the police there. He's like, the police are bang out of order. He's complained, and he's going to be taking it much further, like, above the police. The police just don't deal with their own crime against people. So that's why I'm struggling. That's why there's a missed upload even there. There's things scheduled, but there's obviously gaps which I leave in case I find things, or there's things that I want, that I've got, that I want to put in certain places. So it probably will be gappy in my schedule just because of other people's actions and the implication on my health. Now, how I've managed to do as many as I've done to the point where there is missed videos is beyond me, because it's constant targeting, and for like a few weeks now it's just been non-stop, relentless target. But on that note, this is like the best attempt of a vlog that I've done in a while, because obviously I have edited it and I will be editing it, but it was meant to be a better vlog. Yeah, obviously I did talk about why I'm having to double walk the dog when I'm absolutely exhausted and struggling with the one walk, and it did drain me. Like, physically I was so exhausted. I was in a lot of pain. I was in pain at the days afterwards, even once my dad returned. And then I've had to do walks since that I wouldn't normally do due to the impact the neighbours have had on my dad. But on that note, maybe the next time I attempt to vlog it might be better. But I hope everyone's having a better month than me so far. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And I hope you all have the most wonderful day. And thank you so much for watching.